What up, what up, what up? It's a Black Opinionated Podcast, man. I'm your boy Black. You are now tuned in, a.k.a. The Bop. You know where to find me. Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify. Just fucking Google it. I got my girl Tony in the building tonight. We're going to be talking about online dating.
Online dating.
Fun times. Fun fucking times.
And some not so fun times.
I mean, it all depends on how you look at it.
Some entertaining times at the very minimum.
What's entertaining, though? Because I don't like to be scared, and people find that entertaining.
As a female, I don't get scared, though.
I'm petrified.
Because I'm just like, black.
How tall are you?
5'3".
So one of my friends is 4'9". Okay? So y'all still on the same playing field.
Yeah,
we went to Jason's
bit.
Woods one year. I hid behind her.
Oh, my gosh.
I am 6'4".
Well, I go to the gym really frequently. My little brother trains me to make sure I don't have to be scared, so.
I just don't like being scared.
And I'll stab you.
I mean, I actually got kicked out for hitting one of the fucking employees.
Oh, my gosh. You can't do that.
It was a reaction.
Okay, well, you have issues then with being scared.
So, you know what? Facts. My dad took me when I was 5 years old, took me to go see Child's Play. Been horrified ever since. I do not like.
Chucky just fucked you up from day one, right?
My daughter had a Chucky doll through
so
that shit in the trash.
Now you're scared of 5-foot-tall females.
5 foot tall females, but I like midgets.
Yeah, we got bigger butts.
They're crazy. Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
sure, women do have bigger butts.
We do.
Yeah.
The smaller we are, the bigger the bottom half of us is.
Right, you're so disproportionate.
Yeah, it's really weird. I have like no torso at all. I was just like no torso, and then like all ass and all thighs. And of course, I have boobs, but I paid for these. So, like, I was like, I only got half of this. Like, God was not looking out for me that day. Word. So I was like, it's cool. We'll just invest in that shit and call it a day. And so now I'm even.
If God ain't want me to have it, He wouldn't have put a price on it.
Yeah, He would not have created plastic surgeons if it was not for people needing things. So.
That's how I see it.
Shout out Dr. Chris
Launders. Oh, man. Go get your boobs done there.
Go get your boobs done. Best decision in your life, girls. Trust me.
Word. Honestly, I felt my first fake titty 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And it was my ex's best friend, and she had like just got him done, and she was like, "Yeah, you can't even tell the difference," and just popped her tit out.
Well, did she have silicone though, or did she have saline?
Saline?
So saline is basically salt water in a balloon.
Yeah.
So I have the brand spanking new gummy bear implants, and I actually have random people will be like, "You do not have implants. There's no way," and I'm like, "Bet." That I do. And they're like, no, they're called gummy bear implants. You can actually cut my implant in half and nothing would come out of it. It literally would just split like a gummy bear. And they have a 10-year warranty.
Get your boobs done 10 years with some gummy bears.
You get 10 years for $5,000. You can't even get a 10-year warranty on a fucking Honda for that price. Like, you know what I mean?
These are insured.
Like, these are insured. If something happens, they have to replace them. They look great. They're not crazy, like, fake looking. Like, if I have a hoodie on, you would never know.
Word.
Like, I have them pushed up today because I was like, yeah, I'm going somewhere.
Word. As you
Let's
should.
put them up here. But generally speaking, I don't really have them out like that. Totally worth it.
Word.
Totally worth it.
You put them. Are they on your Tinder profile? Is this the only part on
no,
your Tinder profile?
So it's really not. I'll actually pull out my Tinder profile so you can actually like physically see.
I had a Tinder.
What is on? Since that is what we're talking about today, I will actually blatantly, openly show you my Tinder profile, and you can read it. You can look at what pictures I have on there. It's nothing. Like, I don't think my profile is like slutty at all, to be honest.
Well, I feel like Tinder.
No. So like that's just. I mean, nothing.
But you know what? Tinder. I feel like Tinder is more so like if you're just trying to hook up.
I understand that, and that's my dilemma, and that's what we're going to talk about because I do like that one kind of, but it's not like.
Like we really only kept a Tinder profile when we went to different states.
Really?
Yeah, because you jump on it and it puts you in
the
that
irony
area.
Behind the Tinder question is. I've been single about 4 months, right? Okay. So my boyfriend and I got into it. He left, and I'm in the house now, just me and my son. And I'm like, I don't really want to date yet. So I started with Hinge. So I don't know if you're familiar with Hinge, but it's a little bit newer.
Is it like Plenty of Fish?
So it connects you to your Facebook friends' friends.
Oh.
Right? So it's people that are like...
Right.
Kind of connected to you, but not really. And I just wasn't getting a lot of hits on Hinge. Like, I was getting, like, a few, and then I was like, but now I'm bored.
Right.
Like, I got, like, 3 matches in, like, 3 days, and I was like, all right, I'm bored.
Okay.
So I did nothing. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm just going to go out and be like a normal person and like run into somebody and pour my coffee on them at Wawa like a normal person would, right?
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God, are you okay? Let me dry that off for you.
Right.
That's what I wanted to do. That didn't work either. So I was like, gym. I'm in the gym 3 days a week. Like I have ample opportunity for dudes that live the same lifestyle I live. See, here's my problem. My very, very large brother is who works out with me. So it's literally like a physical cock block 24/7.
Right.
I'm in that gym. So that wasn't working.
That wasn't
like,
working.
okay, I can't get a dick here. All right, well, so now what do I do? So my best friend Tess and I were like, fuck this, we're going back on Tinder. Because we did it a couple years ago. So we joined back on at the same time. We're like sharing profiles. And it's like this giggly girl fun thing that we're doing. Well, now we like kind of got serious to the point where we're like, all right, well, we're actually matching with people now. So that's where the fun starts.
See, man, the problem I have with internet dating is nobody knows how to carry a conversation.
There's zero.
So if you go and read somebody's profile, they're like, I want, an intellectual, somebody who can be on the 5 stars planes of Mars when Mercury retrogrades. And then you're like, yo, what's up, girl? Like, how you doing? And they're like, hey,
how are you?
How are you? I'm good. How was your day?
It was good. Yeah.
Word.
And then that's it. That's the whole conversation. Like one of you just like drops off and you're like, well, that was fucking stupid.
That was dumb.
That was a waste of my like 5 minutes. Like I'm never getting that 5 minutes back again. And you ate it up. Like, and if you're doing that 20 times a day, you're eating up hours of your day on bullshit.
See, I think the only problem is with internet dating, honestly, is if the person doesn't have a plethora of pictures.
Yeah.
Because when you're in person, you can see them. Boom. They're right here. So, but online, you have to go based off of what they post. Yeah. And if they taking all the right or wrong angles.
Or the pictures are just old. Like I can tell you, I just pulled up my ex-boyfriend, the one I literally just broke up with, who I'm still friends with. And weirdly enough, we matched on Tinder because we think it's funny to do that. But and I'm looking at his pictures and I'm like, dude, these pictures are literally 8, 9, 10 years old.
Right.
You look nothing like that.
You look nothing like this.
He was like, damn, all your pictures are new. I don't got to lie.
Right.
I don't have to lie. I know what I look like. I don't need to lie. And if you're lying and putting out all these like fraudulent pictures that are old or, your body's not the same shape anymore, you're a different weight or, whatever, what are you going to do when you meet that person?
Stand behind a tree.
I think they intentionally do it and don't meet them.
Well,
I have a lot of guy friends that tell me like they just will consistently cancel plans.
Why?
I don't know. I'm hoping viewers are going to be able to give us some answers as to what the purpose of that is.
I don't cancel the plans. What happens is I get bored with people really
I get bored so fast.
Really fast,
so fast.
So if I'm up here talking to you and we're having a conversation and you're just hitting me with one-word answers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm out.
And we could be into the same stuff and everything. But if you just keep constantly hitting me, all right, yo, this is done, then I move on to the next one. Sometimes I used to honestly, I just used to hit people up with the same message.
Yeah,
right?
just like
a rapid
just
flight.
to see who's going to respond.
It's like speed dating.
So I have a question then, because I'm always curious on the men's end of this Tinder thing. Do you guys tend to list like requirements that you're looking for specifically? Like not in the sense of like some guys are like just looking for a hookup. Cool. I'm glad you were honest. Because I can just left swipe you and keep moving on with my life. I'm not going to right swipe you and attempt to like convince you that you need to be in a relationship of some sort. But I actually have a list of requirements on mine for a reason.
Like no kids, stuff like that?
No.
Like I'm trying to figure out what requirements.
I'm going to read it so I can make myself look like the weirdest person on the planet. Because everybody's like, oh, well, that's, I meet all your requirements. And I'm like, I really doubt that, but... So my list of requirements says valid driver's license. But that makes sense, right? But can I tell you, I've had at least 100 matches that didn't have a valid driver's license. A vehicle to go along with said license.
Yes.
But I've had at least a dozen interactions where the guy's like, oh, I don't have a car. How old are you?
Well, are you 12? Now, do they not have a car? Because I know some people.
Because they got felonies. And they got their shit taken away or impounded. So, I mean, like, here's the rest of them. A real job. And when I say a real job, I mean a real job. I don't mean you have to make $100,000 a year. I mean a real job that makes a substantial enough of money that you survive off of.
That you can support yourself.
Please don't work at Walmart. Like, at this age, we're not 19, 20 years old. Like, at our ages, you need to be on a career path, right?
Right.
Communication skills. Makes sense. That but I have 100 messages in here that are, okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's not communication skills. Okay, attainable goals. I don't think that's a horrible thing either. Common courtesy for other human beings.
Well, I mean, honestly, it almost just sounds like you need to get the fuck off of Tinder.
But that's what everybody says. Like, you're looking in the wrong place.
I think you're looking in the wrong place, right.
And I'm like...
Have you tried eHarmony?
I have not tried any of the paid
eHarmony,
sites.
Right, I tried eHarmony.
So is it better or is it just different?
Let me tell you this. Apparently, my ass isn't matchable to anybody within in a 50-mile fucking radius.
I also date younger.
So
that could be an issue with me on one of those types of sites where they're purposely matching you with people. They would match me with people in the 30-some-ish age range. So the majority of my exes are like 6 to 7 years younger than I am.
So maybe that's why you're not working on fucking Tinder.
But they like that I'm older, which is weird.
Well, most guys like older women.
But I'm getting 21, 22, 23-year-olds.
Yeah,
because
and I'm like, at this point, you're like, you're a category on fucking Pornhub.
Exactly. And you know what? I hear that so often. They're like, oh my God, I love a mature woman. I'm like, I'll punch you in the throat. Like, don't you ever call me that.
But that's the whole, like.
It is. It's a thing. It's like a weird.
Niche, like a niche right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like that hot mom, milfy. And I get it. My mom is 60, and my mom was like the hot mom when I was in high school. Right. My mom's hot now. Like, my mom is disgustingly hot now. Like, I don't even like going places with that bitch because I'm like, can you go put a fucking sweatshirt on? Because your big ass titties are out and your hair looks good and your nails are sparkly and like everybody's looking at us like, who the fuck are they?
Right.
And I'm not trying to hang out with my mom in public because I'm like, I'm still getting that where my friends are looking at my mom.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I have a 13-year-old son. I'm not allowed in school. I'm not allowed at football practice. I'm not allowed in the barbershop. I have to drop my child off in the front of the barbershop.
And keep it moving.
I keep it moving. I'm not allowed to sit there. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Don't even consider sitting in front of all these Dominican-ass dudes with your fine-ass self. Go away. Right. Go away. Go away. So I get it. I get that I'm like this trophy of some kind of weird like porn fantasy that these kids have. Yeah, so I think
you're just looking in the wrong area.
But I like don't purposely go for that age group. Like I try to stay between like 29 and like 32 because at 30-ish, not for nothing, white guys don't look good after a certain age. Like it really is what it is. Like y'all keep your complexion, we don't. Like, I know that sounds funny.
I ain't say it.
But we don't. We really don't. Like as a Caucasian person myself, like men don't look good after like 32 as a general rule. Right. Like they hit 30 and they look 40. And I'm like, but I'm too cute to be with you looking 40. Like I need you to be in the same realm as me.
So that's why you date younger.
So that's why I stick between like the 29 to 32-ish.
So that way when you're like 42, they're still only like 36-ish.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not that bad. Like, once you get, and as you get older, it doesn't really matter anymore anyway, but.
Yeah, you definitely need to get off of
Tinder.
Tinder is not.
But I tried Bumble too.
What the fuck is that one?
Oh my God. So Bumble is geared more towards us. So with Bumble, when you match, the female has to send the first message.
That's kind of dope.
It's really a great concept, but you're not getting enough matches. Like on Tinder, I'm matching every single time I get on.
Well, that's because it's
I feel like I have more choices.
That and Tinder is, like I said, more for hooking up.
Right.
So you're going to match more.
Yeah.
Because
that's what they're looking for.
That's what it is.
And not that I necessarily have an issue with that. Like at this point, like I take care of myself. You know what I mean? Like have my own house, I have my own car, I take care of my kid. Like none of that's really an issue. At some given point, I would like to find somebody that, you know, brings something to the table.
Right.
So here's the funny thing is that we figured out, like, in my family, because I'm the black sheep and I'm the disappointment of the family. And
there's one.
Yeah, there's always one of us, and it's me, but I happen to be cute, so it's okay. And I'm funny, so, you know, they forgive me. They forgive me at Thanksgiving. They're like, we know, we get it. But so their biggest thing that they tell me, they're like, you can't look at what somebody brings to the table because you bought the fucking table.
Right. You have to look at what they can place on top of it.
What are you putting on the table that I bought? Because I don't need this from you, and I don't need this from you, and I don't need that from you. Like, one of the biggest turnoffs for me is when a guy's profile says, I'm a homeowner. That is the biggest turnoff for me. I instantly left swipe no matter what you look like.
But I feel like that's not a...
Because I'm a homeowner. So in my mind, you're going to try to force me to sell my house that I worked for, that I paid for, and I did all this work in, to move into your house because you're the man of that relationship. That's my first fear. They're going to try to make me sell my house.
Well, hold on. Okay, hold on. So let's go back real fast. We'll go into the whole responsibility thing in a minute. Let's Let's come back to that.
But I don't even want to go out to a drink with you because of that.
Really?
I won't even meet you.
But how do you know the person's even like that? You're just shooting them down just on an assumption.
Yep. Right off
You're
the bat.
shooting yourself in the foot, though.
Probably.
So maybe you should fucking stay on Tinder.
Yeah, maybe I should stay on Tinder. Maybe Tinder's where I fucking belong.
Right. It's right up your fucking alley.
Because I'm just like the rest of them. I'm no different. I'm no different than everybody else that's on there. Other than the fact that I'm not out here like trying to get
a hookup.
Long. Right.
But everything else is
pretty much, I'm doing the same things. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this. I try not to ghost people, and I do it all the time.
I have a bad habit at too.
All the time.
So I started off on, when I started driving, I didn't have time to like go out and meet people because you had to be over the road when you first started driving. So I was like, yo, fuck it. I'm going to get on. The easiest thing at that time was Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
Horrible.
So not my last ex, the one before that I met on Plenty of Fish.
I met one of my exes on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, me too.
And we are best friends to this day.
Yeah, no, we hate each other.
And we just realized like we weren't good dating.
Right.
But we all still had the same interests. We do the same things.
Yeah.
We're great fucking friends.
So you're like, fuck it, let's just be friends. I got plenty of those.
But she was the first one that I tried it, it didn't work out. So then I got off the whole internet dating thing for a while, and I tried to meet people out in person, and then they were just the same as the fucking people online. Yeah. So then I was like, yo, fuck it. Went back online for a little while, tried, was it Tinder? So Tinder, I met this chick. She was cool as shit, right? Cool as fucking the other side of the pillow. Mm-hmm. Then turned out to be batshit crazy.
Just about to say.
And when I tell you that she was batshit fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I had to tell her, like, yo, we're done. Like, I can't, you're too much.
Yeah, this is too much for me.
You're way too much. She always wanted to fucking argue. And when I say argue, I went to her job one day, never been there before in my life. So I followed the GPS. Apparently her job had 2 different entrances that you can go in.
Right.
I followed the GPS and she wanted to argue about why they didn't come in on the other side. Oh Bitch, God. I've never fucking been here. So then I had to tell her, like, yo, like, it's a wrap, like, going about your business. So I had my daughter one day. I had to go shoot somebody's pictures. So I told my daughter to grab her camera. Let's go. Mm-hmm. I called them. I called my client up, make sure it was fine that I brought my daughter with me. They were like, yeah. So we went on a little adventure. Tell me why I get a text message from this bitch where her.
Wait, the same girl?
Yes, where her standing in front of my house, and she took a picture telling me, "Are you home?"
She was like a stage 5 fucking clinger, dude.
I said, I took
she was
it
gonna
back.
stab you in your sleep.
Get the fuck away from my house.
She was gonna stab you in your sleep. She was gonna stab you and kidnap your dog. Just so you know.
then she didn't realize. Well, I can't even say realize. Then she was like, "Well, I don't understand why you're so upset." And I was like, you showed up at my house unannounced, took a picture of you standing outside, sent it to me, and that's how you let me know you were there.
She was just telling you
and then she was like, well, I just figured, we were going through some things, and we could have just talked it out.
Yeah, on the phone, bitch, not out front of my damn lawn.
Why didn't you just call me? That was my exact response. Cut her smooth the fuck
Wow, but how long did you date this girl before you realized she was a nut? Oh, it was that long, huh?
No, honestly, it was that short.
Like, I got like a week maybe before I realized if you're crazy.
Maybe a month.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't give people that much time.
But she didn't come off like that at first.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? I will tell you, you can do enough research on people and background search people. Like, I'll tell you, I have this great trick that I do, especially on Tinder. A lot of times people will not realize they either have a name tag on in their pictures or there's like a tag on the table behind them at the wedding they're at. You can do some Nancy Drew bullshit and find these people, which is how I just busted a cheater recently.
It's way too much.
Because there was a name tag on the table behind him, and I was like, where do I know this dude from? Pull up that name, then look for his name, his first name, under that guy's friends list, find his shit, see who his girlfriend is. Bam, I got you. You busted. Send your girlfriend a screenshot, and now your ass is single. Now you're single. Since you were on Tinder pretending to be single, now you are.
I mean, dude, like, is that?
Yes, you have to do research.
Did you find joy in that?
I didn't like hurting the girl's feelings because she's never done anything wrong to me, but I feel like if you're going to be a dirtbag piece of shit, somebody's going to call you out on it. It's probably going to be me. You're not going to try to play me. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like a lot of females don't really do that. I feel like that's more of a
and that's
guy
a problem,
thing.
though. Women should be looking out for other women.
Mm-hmm.
We should be looking out for other women. If somebody came across my man on Tinder and didn't tell me, and I knew, you're both getting it.
But I feel like that's also in the art of minding your own fucking business. Like, you gotta really work that muscle out. Mind your own fucking business muscle.
If this dude is out,
because you could have just went.
You have a daughter though, right?
Yeah, and I'd be goddamned if a motherfucker do that to her. But listen,
right? But that was gonna be my next point.
But that's my business, though.
Not if your daughter's grown. It's not.
She's my business until one of us leave this fucking earth.
I have a 20-year-old daughter. Let me tell you, my daughter just turned 20 last week. And it is, as a parent, it is difficult to say what is your business and what's not your business. It really is, because I still get involved in my daughter's relationships all the time. She's been with the same boy for like 3 years, and they love each other. He's a fucking nutcase, but they love each other. But I have to step back sometimes, and be like, okay, that's not really. Right. I'm not going to do it. I want to, but I'm not going to. But because I have a daughter, and because I have a best friend, and because I'm a female, I feel like if women were more conscious of each other, we wouldn't have so many cheating ass bastard boyfriends out here. If they were getting busted, it would cut down on the amount of times it's happening. Yeah, you totally disagree with me, don't you?
No, my boy Jay said Jay said don't nobody mind their own business anymore. That's a guy. That's the truth.
That's true though, but I just feel like there's scenarios you shouldn't be minding your business. I feel like there's scenarios.
No, there is scenarios.
He was gonna go home and get in bed with her.
Right, but that's still not your business.
It's not, but I knew somebody that knew her, so I felt like there was a connection. Had I not known her at all, I probably wouldn't have bothered. Like if it had just been some chick I didn't know. So you're more on that
friend of a friend shit.
She was she was like the ex-girlfriend of my ex-boyfriend, but yeah, it's a weird situation. Like how it all caught up was so crazy.
Recognized game, and you looking kind of unfamiliar right now.
No, he looked real familiar is what he looked.
No, you looking unfamiliar. Who? Yeah. Yeah.
It was my ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. So she started dating this dude.
So there was definitely no reason.
There was no real connection between us.
You could have watched that bitch get hit by a truck and kept it fucking moving.
But in a very short version of a very long story, my ex-boyfriend cheated on her just before she started dating this dude. So now she got cheated on back to back by 2 different dudes. I'm going to sit back and just let her look stupid.
Well, I mean, she got to learn how to pick them.
Well, I mean, I could have warned her, but she didn't ask. That's another thing. I think we should get man faxes, like car faxes. We should be able to talk to the previous owners.
But it's not always the previous owner's fault.
No. But I feel like once you finish dating somebody, you should be able to write like your own profile about that person.
It's not always the man fault.
Like write out that person.
It could have been the previous owner's fault. Maybe she didn't keep oil in the fucking car, and that's why it broke the fuck down.
I don't know. You got crazy exes to show up on your front doorstep, so I don't got that problem.
I got to just start. Hey, you want to do this? Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, no. So are you on any dating websites at all now?
I'm not.
Currently, you're not. So are you seeing anybody right now?
Yeah, my girlfriend's actually in the other room.
So you are seeing somebody now. Now, did you two meet on a dating website?
Yes.
You did? Which one?
Facebook.
You met on Facebook. So that's the one I have not tried.
So I jumped on Facebook dating, and facts, Jay, we definitely need pussy facts, bro. Yeah, if you need a man facts, we need pussy facts.
I don't have a problem with that. Well, I personally don't, because none of my exes hate me. All my exes would be like, yo, she's crazy as shit. Like, she'll fucking cut you.
Let's run this fucking mileage up. Run the mileage.
I mean, start a head count. I don't know. I don't disagree with that. I think he's right. I think there should be man facts and bitch facts all at the same time.
Yeah.
I agree.
I will go with that.
Talk to the exes.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Talk to the exes. Okay, so you guys met on Facebook dating, which I have not tried, because I'm really good at, like, you know how Facebook gives you like friend suggestions or people you may know. So I'm one of those people. I'll be left swiping that shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's cute. I'll add him. Okay, he's decent. Add him. But then I check. Does it say he's single? You know what I mean? Like, I don't just go up and everybody's shit. I'm really, really famous for just sliding into dudes' DMs like, hey, what's up? Like it's Tinder. Like, I treat Facebook like Tinder.
Well, I mean, it's almost the same.
It really is.
It really is.
It really is.
But Facebook dating is dope.
But I have not tried the dating aspect of it.
I definitely think out of I feel like what Facebook did was they took parts from every major dating app
and like mushed it all together.
Theirs. So like all the best parts of Tinder, all the best parts of Poof.
So is it still the same like swiping ideas? It's still like a left to right swiping? Yep. But does it Like, does it hook you up with people that are already on your friends list, or is it just
friends of friends?
It's friends of, so it's the same basic idea that Bumble did, okay,
See,
or Hinge did. I mean,
yeah. So it's like friends of friends, or like people that you may know or have in common. So,
but see, that's my fear too. Is I don't want you to be able to delve that far into my Facebook life.
Well, the good thing about Facebook dating also too is you have to know like the person's last name. They only put their first name and
I don't even have my
initial.
first name on Tinder. It's just my first initial.
Yeah, see, so they have the first name and last initial.
Okay.
So you really have to like try to like find these fucking people.
Yeah, maybe it's just me, and it's the way that I look creates like that unsettling idea for me, because my hair is bright red and because, like, again, I'm fairly noticeable in a crowd. I feel like if you just scan through shit, like, you would eventually find some bright
and that's how I feel too. I feel like anybody could just point me out, be like, yo, that big black light skinned bald motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what
a
I
nigga
mean.
that's 6'4". Okay, yeah, him. So,
exactly.
But yeah, they got so I did
Facebook dating is something you would recommend.
Yeah, it worked. It worked for me.
It worked for you.
You know, I can't say how it's going to work for everybody else, but also,
did you know what you were looking for when you went into it? I think that's another huge issue with online dating is people don't really know what they want, or they know what they want and they're afraid to say that.
Yeah, but see, I'm very vocal.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty honest about what I'm doing.
You know, and so what happened was I had went through and I'd hit a couple people up that I thought were interesting that had actual profiles that you could read.
Right.
And
so it doesn't connect you to your Facebook page.
No, it does.
So do you have to build a whole profile on there, or it just uses your Facebook information?
It uses some of your Facebook information and then let you add in the missing gaps.
Okay.
So if you're a part of like 15 car groups, it'll put your interests as cars.
Gotcha.
Okay. Like stuff like that. Like so it takes like stuff based off of like what groups you're part of, what pages
things
you
you've liked. Okay.
Stuff like that. But it's just like any other dating site. On the other aspect of it too, you get the people on there who say they want this and want that, and then you start talking to them, and you're like, you can't hold a conversation no more than my 2-year-old niece can hold a conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, exactly.
It was a couple times that I thought that we were going, like, it was like conversation was decent. We even exchanged numbers.
Oh, see, I don't do that.
And
I don't give anybody my
number. I'm a talker. I can't text.
And like I like to like FaceTime or like video chat or something.
Because text has no type of tone.
Oh, and I get misinterpreted daily by text. Daily.
I'm quick to be like, yo, just shoot me a text.
I just had a guy last week bail on me for a date. Literally 15 minutes after planning the date, 15 minutes later was like, I don't even think you're interested in me, so I'm just going to go ahead and go. And I was just like, dog, what did I do?
What did you say? Were you texting?
Yeah, we were. It was on Instagram though. Like I, added him to Instagram, but I'm not soft when I speak. Like when I'm texting, I'm just not a soft person. Mm-hmm. Like I'm a very abrasive person texting. Apparently, like I'm just like blah, 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 like whatever. I'm also not trying to be on my phone 24 hours a day, texting back and forth. Like my ass has carpal tunnel syndrome at this point because I'm just like all fucking day long, like text between work and my kids, and then Tinder. Like
I think you got to. Just give them your phone number.
No. You know what my son said? Get one of those text app things.
I was just about to
say
that.
Is that what you're going to say? Yeah. That's what my 13-year-old told me.
You can go on Google.
Yeah. He said get a text-free app or something, and it gives you like your own phone number. That's a really good idea. I think I'm going to do that.
Go on Google. You got a Google account?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to Google Voice.
Oh, really?
And tell them that you want a number. You put what area you're from. They give you a number. It's completely free. You link it to your phone.
And it's just like a whole separate, it's just like a separate app on there. Yep. So like when I get a message, it'll just like pop up.
So what you can do is you can download the Google Voice app. It'll send all your text messages through there.
Oh.
Right? And then also what you can do, you can mask your number. So you can call people from that number and it shows up with the Google number.
I would much rather have like a different number that I could.
And then when you're done with it, you can just delete the number.
But then, okay, so here's a logical question. What happens if, like, I do connect with somebody, I have to eventually tell them that's not my fucking phone number? Like, how do you, you know what I mean?
Just tell them, like,
yeah, so.
So this is my secondary line. Let me give you my.
Yeah, my bad. That was my work number.
Yeah.
You just lie?
No, it's not lying.
It's lying.
It's your secondary number.
It's a lie.
Is it still talking to you?
It's a Tinder lie.
It's not a lie.
It is not the truth.
It is the truth. It's still calling your phone.
Not the truth at all.
It is still calling your phone.
So you're going to hear something hilarious. How old's your daughter?
14.
Okay, so my son's 13. So they're like on the exact same page right now, right? So my son tells me yesterday, he's like, Mom, I'm tired of this. Like, you don't go on dates. Like, you either cut these dudes off or they cut you off for whatever reason. He's like, I really want to see you, like, out here, like, making moves.
Right.
I'm like, cool, dude, me too.
I'm glad we're on the same fucking page.
I'm glad we're on the same page. He's like, look, I'm like not looking for a dad. Like, I'm almost 14 years old. I'm not, you know what I mean? I just want somebody that's like going to be at my graduation in a couple years.
Right.
Like, if that's, we could just find somebody. So my son is a designer hoe. Like, hands down, this kid has more fucking Gucci and Prada shit than anybody I know. Like, he walks out of his room looking like a rap video 24/7. Like, he comes out, I'm like, damn, okay, G-Eazy, where you going? Like, mind you, my son is a tall, skinny, very, very pale white boy with blonde hair and blue eyes. But he comes out, he's got his, like, Kappa gear on, and I'm like, damn, I pay a lot of money for this shit. And he goes, you know what would be nice? You should just get a sugar daddy.
Why not?
And that's what I said. Why not? That's not a bad idea. So the question I have is, do people really look at sugar daddy situations as prostitution?
No, as long as you're not sleeping with them.
But you are. Like, you are.
You don't have to.
You are. I know enough women that do it. You are.
Then that's prostitution.
It's prostitution, right?
It's pretty women all over.
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, I could easily, like,
I'm not going to hold you. Me and my girl thought about getting her sugar daddy.
I mean, in all seriousness, is
we
it
were
really
like,
that bad of
like,
an idea?
I mean, and this guy, like, he was all, and I was like, how much a nigga paying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a price tag on everything.
She was like, well, he wants this. And I was like, no.
See? I feel like it should just have a price list.
Right.
But that's prostitution.
Like, he just wanted,
at the end of the day,
because he started off.
But at the end of the day, Matt, we're all selling pussy. At the end of the day, we're all still selling pussy. It doesn't really matter how you cut that cake.
That's true.
Unless you're like some bum ass bitch that ain't got nothing.
Let me see if I can find this real quick. Because you ever watch the Boondocks?
Yes.
Remember when Granddad met the stripper, and Riley was like, "Well, why I gotta take that hoe out and buy her dinner? Why can't I get that hoe the same grocery money, the same money I was gonna go spend on dinner, and she can go buy groceries?"
You're paying the mortgage, you're paying the car note, you're paying the car insurance, you're paying your cell phone bills. Like, if you're paying, you're paying. Paying is paying regardless. My only question is, I would much rather you be paying Gucci, Prada, Fendi money and stocking my shelves full of really cute shoes versus just being with some, like, regular old dude who's like, oh, you know, I don't know if we can go to the Dominican Republic this month because things are a little tight. Like, if I'm going to give it out, I might as well get something back. True. And I just think that there's, like, this huge stigma on top of that idea. And my 13-year-old was one that came up with this idea. Like, I don't know why you don't just, like, get a sugar daddy. And I'm like, I thought he was kidding. He was kidding. He was not kidding. He was very serious.
Word.
He also suggested I start dating black men.
I mean, I'm not opposed to him saying that.
Like, this kid, I love him to death. He's just so very open. But he was just like, you know, you could date black guys. And I'm like, yeah, I could. And if one falls in my lap, buddy, I'll let you know. He's like, I'm just letting you know. Well, like, that was fine. I'm like,
what
okay.
is
I think he thinks I have all these, like, rules and regulations, and I'm like trying to fit some guy, squish some guy into, like, this tiny little box, and I'm really not. I have, like, basic things. I also come from a really big Italian family. So there's, like, a lot of shit that's instilled in us as kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we're very much brought up, like, women cook and clean and raise kids, and, like, we do the laundry. Like, if a man ever walked in my laundry room, I would probably hit him in the head with a frying pan. Like, I would take you straight out. Why are you touching my dryer?
Well, let's listen to this.
But I don't cut the grass neither.
Right. I mean, it's a give or take.
There's like, these are your jobs and these are my jobs. And that's also probably a lot of the issues I have finding somebody.
Probably.
Because they're like, I clean.
Here's Riley takes on paying women.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Facts.
That is a fact, though. That is an absolute fact. You're still paying. I don't care how you look at it.
Facts.
You're still paying.
It's still.
You're still paying.
So in essence. So
as a wrap up, it is prostitution, but it's acceptable prostitution.
Is that what it is?
I feel like it should be. I feel like it should be acceptable. As long as I'm not Anna Nicole Smith in it where I'm like out here fucking some 95-year-old dude knowing he's getting ready to die. Like I'm talking about 45, 50, well-established grown-ass man with a bomb-ass job and a jet.
Oh, really, Jay? There was no sound from the video, Dopey? I gotta figure this out.
Really?
Let's see. Here we go. Just see. Let me know if you hear the sound now.
He broke it.
Apparently, according to my boy, I'm an habitual fucking
fuck up.
Yeah.
You're a habitual fuck up.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't ever remember seeing Granddad with a woman. There was a time when I was 3 when I thought he was gay, but now I think it's just bad luck.
It is.
Well, I don't see what the big deal is with hoes anyway.
Riley, all women are not hoes. We're talking 25% tops.
Okay, but if they not all hoes, then why I got to pay to take them out to eat then? I mean, I'm paying. That's payment.
I don't know, because that's just what you do. You meet a girl, you take her out to dinner, but you're not paying the girl. You're paying the restaurant.
But I'm paying, which makes her a hoe. Why don't I just give her the money I was going to spend on dinner, and that hoe can go grocery shopping?
Facts.
It's still the same thing.
It never gets old.
It's still the same thing.
Never gets old.
But I can't exactly post I can't post that on my Tinder.
Why?
Because then I'm gonna get weirdos.
I feel like honestly, just get online next time and just be dumb fucking honest. Like, just make your profile say, I got my own crib. If you got your own house, take it to the left. Like, if
you want me to sell my house, get the fuck out.
Right. I'm not selling my crib. We can go on a couple dates, see what happens.
So I have an issue with dates too,
really
though. But
I
have a problem with the way that we date too, because I feel like every single man that's ever asked me out since this whole thing started a few weeks ago has been, can I take you out for drinks? Can I take you out for dinner? Can I take you out for drinks? Can I take you out for dinner?
What's wrong with that?
Because what the fuck is that? All we do as American human beings is eat and drink. Is that all we do? Because I'm pretty sure there's museums and fucking Baltimore,
you're not okay. You're not opposed to dates. Just the type.
I am
dates.
Opposed to you doing the same shit over and over.
Well, because that's
everybody's
comfortable
because
go-to.
Because we're fat asses. That's all we do is eat.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like to eat. I like to eat.
I like to eat, but I don't want to eat in front of you because I don't know you. Don't get it twisted. Me and my girl sit in the living room and eat fried chicken like it's our fucking jobs because I can be fat with her. I don't have to be pretty and proper and make sure I don't have anything on my face and make sure I didn't spill my red wine down my white shirt that I'm wearing.
I'm not that type of. I'm not that type of guy. Yeah, but I'm not that type of guy. Like if we was to go out, right? I'm going to order like we've been talking for 10 fucking years. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just not comfortable.
And I'm going to look at you like, are you going to get anything to eat?
Like I'm not comfortable. I went to Super Bowl with my ex-boyfriend because I wanted to be comfortable. I had 75 invites from different people. So I hit my ex-man up like, yo, what are you doing? Can we just go to PG's up in Westchester, eat wings, drink beer, and watch this game? Most comfortable I've been in 4 months.
So why can't you just do that with somebody? Maybe because you have
I know
the stipulation.
Him. I've seen him naked. I know what his penis looks like.
Yeah, but maybe you have the stipulation on stop calling it a date. Let's just go hang out.
So Tess tried that. So my very best friend in the whole entire world, I'll take a bullet for her, Tess, which you know. She tried that. She went on 4 non-date dates with this guy. They specifically called them non-dates. We are just friends hanging out. And when I tell you, that dude flipped a 180 and turned into a total psychopath overnight.
Well, what if...
They weren't even dating. They specifically called it not dating. I don't think it matters what you call it. I think it matters what they interpret it to be. Mm-hmm. If I go out with you once and you're like texting me when I'm on my way home, I'm not talking to you.
Well,
because I need time to process.
Well, what happens is I think people get this whole stipulation in their head. So technically, before y'all even go out on a date, depending on how you were talking,
we're in this potential relationship.
Right, potential relationship.
It's a potential relationship.
And that's crazy.
It is. It's insane. She's had dudes like, she has a picture on her profile on her Tinder of her in her Embiid jersey. And she has dudes consistently hit her up on a daily. I just want to bend you over in that Embiid jersey. And she's like, yo, dude, like, really? That's how you fucking
Tessa's
talk
not
to
ugly.
me? Tessa's gorgeous. She's absolutely beautiful. And when we're together, it's so cute because we're like yin and yang. Like, she's
Tessa's
she's
ugly.
blonde and blue-eyed, and I have dark hair and dark eyes. And she's absolutely gorgeous.
But also, I'm not saying like that to be like, oh, no, Tess, don't. She's not.
But are we supposed to make ourselves ugly we're not attractive?
And that's what I was about to get at.
Like, we're both attractive females, and she's younger than I am.
Yes.
And she actually just told me the other day she has an issue I don't have. So apparently every dude she matches with will be like, hey, how are you? Add me to Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time. And I'm like, I don't have that problem. I don't have men saying that to me. It's normally me saying, add me to Snapchat, because I'm not wasting any energy or time if you're not who you say you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've even added dudes to Snapchat, and I've sent 2 or 3 pics, like just throughout my day, just like driving or bullshitting or whatever, and they never sent a picture back. And I'm like, yeah, you're bullshitting.
Right.
You're bullshitting. You're never sending a picture back. Why not?
Well, I think the same thing goes for guys too.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, there's so much fraudulent activity.
Well, because online you could be whoever the fuck you want to be.
In all reality, I could have a whole total. I could get on seekingarrangement.com, say that I'm 27. I could get away with saying I'm 27.
Mm-hmm. I
could easily pass for 27. And then 99 of these sugar daddies would be like, oh, she's 27. Oh my, I don't have to tell them I have kids. You don't know me.
Right.
I don't have to say I was married for 10 years. I have 2 children from a previous marriage. I don't have to say any of that. I could be somebody totally fucking different.
Well, what about that guy you was talking to that said he ain't had no kids?
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Hold on.
Oh
We got the screenshot.
Yes, because y'all are going to be like, this shit is crazy.
So
like,
as y'all see at the bottom, it say no kids, never married.
It's the right side, right, that has his profile.
Right side, right.
So on this guy's profile, he specifically stated never married, no kids, which I couldn't give a shit less if you've ever been married to have kids. Like, we're in our 30s. Like, at this point, I expect you to have probably had some, experiences in your life. And I talked to him for about an hour, and we're like going back and forth. And I think I have most of the screenshot on the left side of the screen. And he's like, oh, that's cool. I have a 9-year-old son. And it didn't click with me until I went back out and opened his profile. And I was like, wait a minute.
He said
this shit says he had no kids. So hold on. Here's my question. Did you just acquire this 9-year-old? Do you still have the receipt? Has it been within 60 days? And can we return it?
Can we return it?
Can we return it? Because I don't want it. You can take it back now. If you can just return that to its, original owner, that'd be wonderful, because I don't really want a new 9-year-old. And when I asked him, hold the fuck up, back up, like pump the brakes, back up 25 steps. Where the fuck did this kid come from?
What was the answer for that?
He literally said, you wouldn't understand.
Well, first off, what does that even mean?
Nothing. I don't know. I deleted him immediately after that, because I was like, nor do I care to understand your bullshit ass lie. So
okay. Well, hold on. Maybe it's not a lie.
No, it's a lie.
No. Okay. So I don't have a kid.
It's a lie. His is a lie.
Right, but I don't have kids. But I just told you I had a 14-year-old.
But I know why he said it, though. I polled people. I hit up 50 people on my Snapchat with this screenshot and said, please explain this to me. And everybody said the same thing. Most girls don't want some other girl's kid in their life. So he posts it that way. So if they don't have kids, he just doesn't bring his kid around them. He acts like he doesn't have this kid. But because I had a son, he felt like that was a mutual thing. It was acceptable on my end because I had a son. Well, little do you know, I don't want your son. I already have one.
So you don't want a guy with kids?
I prefer older kids because my kids are grown. My kids are, doing their own thing. I can leave for a weekend. You know what I mean? My daughter can come home from school because my daughter's off at school right now. She can come home from school and stay with my son for a weekend while I'm off on vacation. I can come and go and do as I please. I don't have a restriction. I don't have a 5-year-old I have to get a sitter for. I don't want that again.
Yeah.
I did that already. But if your kid is 10 or older, cool.
Yeah, because I used to date chicks with kids all the time. I used to date chicks with kids.
I feel like it's much more popular for men to date women that have children than it is for women to date men that have children. It's not like a make it or break it. I talked to some dude recently that has a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old, and I'm like, oh, 5. So they pour its own drinks and stuff. It gets dressed on its own. You don't have to hold its hand, right?
I'm still upset that you keep calling these children its.
I know, isn't that horrible?
Can we return it?
I wanted to return it so bad because now it's a lie of a child.
Well, I mean, it also could be that So, like I said, I used to date women with kids all the time, you know, and those relationships never worked the fuck out. And it wasn't because of the kids? It was never because of the kids. The kids were always great.
Yeah.
And I would always fall in love with the kid. And then they would do something fucking dumb. And now you have to leave that situation and leave those kids. And see, I think that would be devastating. So I don't date women with kids no more.
I don't blame you.
For this reason. And
I never have. I've actually never dated anybody that has a child in my life. Never.
See, and so I tell people, and they're like, oh, because I talk about my daughter. Right. And they're always like, well, you say you have a kid. I don't have no biological kids.
She's a child from her previous relationship. She was already there when you joined that relationship.
No, I got cheated on.
Oh.
And then didn't find out
raised her.
Till 5 years later. Yeah. Yeah.
Does she know?
Oh, yeah, she hates her mom.
Oh. Yeah, it's not one of
those. She stays with her
biological
father now. And I mean, her biological father are like mad cool.
And see, that's
he drops
great,
her off
though.
to me and everything.
But I think that step parents are such an amazing part of a child's life, though.
But for me to get with somebody with a kid, like I would, like your list of requirements,
right?
You would have to literally be 99.9% qualified.
Yeah, but that makes sense, though. Like, I only have one kid at home. Son is the only one you're like passing the sniff test with, and he has his own set of fucking requirements at this point. Like, he's like, don't even come near my mom if you are, you know what I mean? I have to send it to you, or I'll have you look it up. There is a video I posted on my Facebook page the other day that is like legitimately the absolute perfect description of how my son reacts to people now that he's old enough to kind of like have his own opinion.
Okay.
I'm going to send it to you. Here it is.
Yeah, we in here.
Send this to yourself because it is so, you have to put this in here because if you have a kid and you're dating and your kid is not doing this shit.
I also think that online dating would be a lot easier for somebody with kids.
Why?
Because you get to check somebody out.
All right, send it to your messenger.
Nah, Bruce, I didn't.
Why do you think that it's easier to date if you have kids?
No, I'm saying online. I think.
But why?
Because
I'm not having a great time here.
Well, because we've established that you're on the wrong fucking site.
We established that I have the wrong set of fucking requirements, or I'm just crazy. I don't know. Did you get the video?
No, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you read this comment though.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it after.
Oh God, we're gonna talk about it. Is it this big long one?
The long one.
Matt, ask your friend. Can we just talk and see how it goes?
He's a good guy.
I tend to find mindless women like she tends to find mindless women.
Boom.
So that's funny, but I mean, he's absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Bruce. The just talk and see how it goes. So I will instantly unmatch somebody for that statement. I will instantly unmatch you for what are you looking for?
These are
because mine's already in there. If you didn't read my profile,
no, yours isn't in there. You put a list of requirements.
Okay, why
so
did I spend all that fucking time?
But that's not saying what you're looking for.
Why did I put all that time and effort into? Okay, so what your suggestion is I just change the way that I have, like leave my requirements, but then add in, hey, by the way, looking for like you to move into my house at some point and get married and then watch my son graduate in 4 years. And then
is that what you're
I want to
for?
move to Georgia when my son graduates and goes to college. Yes, that's what I want.
Okay, that's what
that is the truth. That is really what I want. But I also want to not want to smother you with a pillow every day. So if you could not get on my nerves and stay out of my kitchen and you only come in it to eat and don't go in my laundry room. And please put your clothes in the laundry basket and don't use my decorative towels in the bathroom.
See, we would get along great.
It's really not that difficult.
I hate cleaning dishes.
It's not, and I love.
And
I'm
I
a
hate
housekeeping
doing laundry.
supervisor. I clean all. That's all I do. I
Yeah,
love
and
to
I hate
clean
doing
my
laundry.
house.
So we like
I
that
love
would
laundry.
work.
Love it. But I'm not fixing the fucking heater.
Sorry. Maybe that's what you need to put in your profile.
Well, maybe boys should stop wearing girls' jeans, and I would be able to find men that look like men. That would also make me happy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no qualms with that at all.
Seriously. When's the last time you walked into a Planet Fitness? Like, I'm going to have to just start taking video and sending it to you because half the dudes in there look more feminine than I do. I'm like, this is the pool I have to choose from?
Yeah, this new generation is crazy.
That's why I'm so pool I have to choose
That's why I'm so
from.
glad my girl found me.
They came out with man buns and ripped jeans. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, where the fuck did you find these people?
So, like I said, remember, like we were talking about, Facebook dating?
Yes.
So I would just blast off a bunch of the same text to see who responded, right? And there was a couple like potential people, and we talked, and it just kind of like deaded.
Yeah.
Her.
Which is normal.
Right. She hit me.
But that's what Bruce just said. Let's talk and see how it goes.
Right.
That's exactly what that is. That's where it went.
Right. There was nothing wrong with that, though. I would.
You
rather,
weren't my people then.
But I would rather find out right now
before going out and like dropping money when you were investing any time and energy into you, right?
Right. So, and that's another reason why I said I think it would be easier for people with kids because then you could just do it on a fly.
Yeah, but I used somebody's kid today to slide in some really hot dude's DM, and it actually worked, and I was really surprised. Like, he had a picture of him and his kid. And I was just like, so if she would like a really cool stepmom and an older brother, you just let me know. And he was like, oh my fucking God, I've never had anybody be that forward in my life. Like, that was super awesome. And I'm like, you laugh.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe you just got to stay off the dating sites and just start sliding. And just like,
yeah, maybe.
Might get
I feel like
response.
I do better just being like, hey, I just like super creeped on your shit and you're awesome and you're hot and I like that part of you and here. Like,
so I left her on read for the longest time.
Really? Why though?
She only had 2 pictures.
Oh.
And the 2 pictures were dope, and it was a face picture and a full body picture.
Okay.
So, but it was only 2.
But you were like, bitch, I know you got 85 more.
And I'm like,
selfies in that phone.
So like I'm trying to judge looks off of 2 pictures.
And why do we base so much of it off what they look like?
Because I feel like even though people say it's not about looks,
but do you feel like
but
because
in the beginning
you
it
are
is
attractive, you should have attractive, right?
See, I don't think I'd look that good.
Really?
Yeah, my girl, she's like, yo, you're fucking crazy. She's like, she loves the fact that apparently I don't think that I look that good.
I feel like you would be so much more confident about yourself than you are.
No, I have confidence. I just feel like I'm just an average, everyday looking fucking dude. Like, I ain't nothing special.
No, you're not. You're actually very attractive.
Thank you. But
you're actually very, for y'all who can see him, can we just let him know?
I'm just like, it doesn't. So I left her on red, and I finally hit her up like, what's up? Right. So then,
because you ran out of people. Is that what happened? You ran out of people because that's what I do. I go backwards to people like I ghosted before.
I hit her up and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she was like, "Oh," she was like, and the first thing she was like, "Your eyes."
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, "Thanks." And then we just turned into like a general conversation. She asked me what I do. I was like, "I'm a truck driver." Blah blah blah. I was like, "I do photography, videography, and I run a podcast." And she was like,
"I got my hand in all kinds of cookie jars."
So she was like, "Can I hear your podcast?" So I sent her the link.
But can I tell you, I'm going to stop you for 2 seconds because what you just said, that's probably what attracted her to you, because that would have attracted me to somebody, is me hearing that ambition. What I hear when you say I do these 8 things and I'm keeping it moving and I'm going forward and I'm going to do this next, that screams ambition to me.
Right.
That screams ambition and goals. I don't give a fuck what you do now. I care what you plan on doing.
Right.
Like, I care on what we're going to do together and where we're going to go from here as a power couple. Are we going forward, or are you chilling at your desk at Capital One for the rest of your life?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if you want to sit at Capital One all day, that's cool,
cool.
boo-boo. But I don't.
Right.
I'm not sitting still. Like, I got other shit going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I have goals that are attainable that I plan on reaching, and I plan on doing it with a partner that has the same mindset as me.
Right.
So that's what she found attractive.
Word.
Was that ambition. I guarantee if we go out there right now and ask her what she found attractive, she would say was your ambition. I guarantee that.
She probably will.
Ambition, fellas.
So then we do
goals.
So then I sent her the link, right? And on Facebook dating, you can't send links back and forth.
Oh.
It'll show you the link,
but
it's all grayed out, right? So she was like, "Oh,
that's so you can't share."
So
porn.
she was like, "Oh, it doesn't." That's probably exactly what it's for.
So you can't send dick pics.
And
please stop doing that.
She was like, "It doesn't work. Here's my number. Text it to me." And then
she could have gave you Snapchat, Instagram.
So she gives me her number. I send it to her, and we didn't stop talking all day. And then came to find out, like, in the midst of talking, she was a hairstylist. She is a hairstylist. She owns a shop up in Boston. She works at one in Bensalem.
Nice.
Like, so we're constantly on the move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it works out. It's nice. It just happened to work out that I found somebody that was evenly yoked with me.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, if she didn't hit me up,
it wouldn't happen.
I would never hit her up.
Huh. And it's all based off the fact that she had 2 pictures, because I have like 8.
Yeah.
And they're all recent. They don't have like
and all my pictures on there was just of my face.
I try not to put a lot of body shot pictures because I feel like it draws attention.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I have like one of the back of me and Tess at Xfinity Live, like at a Super Bowl game or some shit, and it shows that I'm in shape. But it's not,
right.
It's not skanky. It's not slutty. Because I'm not trying to attract. That's not what I want to attract. If you want to see me naked, then I suggest just drop some dough. But
that's what I'm saying. You didn't say Pretty Woman. So you don't have a lot of pictures up there, right? But I feel like women do put the wrong type of pictures up there and then get mad when they get the wrong response. Or they're putting the pictures up there to try to attract a certain type of person, but that's not the person that you're attracting.
So my son just told me the other day that the word for that is called thirst trapping.
Yes.
Okay, so I had never heard of that because I'm not nearly as cool as he is. And he was like, well, you're not out here thirst trapping. And I was like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, just putting up sexy pictures and then getting wrong responses.
Lil Xan. We call my son Lil Xan because he wears a white hoodie and pulls his little thing. And it's funny because he looks like Lil Xan because he's super white too. And so we're like, we don't know what that means, Lil Xan. You have to explain this to us because we're old as shit. And he's like, well, you're not like putting pictures up where like your boobs are out or you're like in a bikini or you're like drunk at a bar and you look easy. He's like, so you look like the type of female that takes work. I don't look easy to attain. I look like I take work. And most people don't want to put in that work.
Facts.
But then you're not going to attain that goal. You're not going to attain that goal.
Yeah, you're just not you're not their demographic.
Right.
Which is completely fine.
Which is hilarious because people think because I'll just go ahead and tell you, I'm 36. And I think people think because I'm 36 and I'm single, there's something wrong with me.
Like you're running out of time.
So I've had 3 major relationships in my life. My first one was my husband, who I have 2 children with. We were married almost 10 years. He developed a drug problem. I'm out.
Right.
I'm out. That's all there is to it. I'm out. So my second husband, I was married twice. I was married a year before I found out he was sending dick pics out to some other girl. I'm out. I have like very small rules that like I follow in life. So third one, this is the one I just was with almost 3 years. I just moved out of my house in October. Drug problem. He was in recovery. He was doing good. And he just consistently, relapsed. But it was consistent. It was like relapse, clean, relapse, clean, relapse, clean. And I can only handle so much while I'm working and taking care of a kid and taking care of a house. And I was just like, dude, that's why we're still friends. Because I realized like the issues we have is not based off of us. It's based off of your drug problem. And you're not showing signs of wanting to fix that. So I'm out.
Right.
I'm out.
So what's your do's and don'ts of online dating
Like my do's and don'ts of like dating in general. I don't care where you meet somebody. Like if I meet somebody at the gym tomorrow, great. If I meet somebody at Wawa tomorrow morning or Dunkin' Donuts tomorrow morning, awesome. But my do's and don'ts are
Go ahead, sweetheart. Put it in the universe.
Don't try to parent my child. He's been raised. Both of my kids are very, very good kids. My daughter is majoring in criminal justice right now. Like
Word.
I didn't do too bad. Like I knew what I was doing and they're fine and they're not babies. Like I think that's a huge point for parents that are dating is don't let somebody come into your life and be like, well, I'm your parent now and I make rules. No, the fuck you don't. Sit down. We did this without you. You want to be here and be a partner and be a participant and be supportive? Fabulous. Fabulous. But don't cross that line.
Word.
You know what I mean? I have a stepfather. Love my stepfather to death. Best man I've ever met in my life. He never crossed that parent line. If he had an issue, he would go to my mom and be like, I don't really like that she did that. And my mom would then come and be like, bitch, didn't I tell you to stop doing that shit? You know what I mean? Like, I felt like that was the appropriate way to handle children in a dating situation.
Right.
Second thing, don't let me do everything by myself. I have found that's a huge problem. Men come into relationships, especially if you're living together. If you see me painting cabinets and your ass is sitting on the couch not painting cabinets, you're not participating. You're not pulling your weight. And I got told, well, it's not my house. Then get the fuck out of it. If you can't come in and share with me, like I have no problem being open and sharing with you. My house, your house. You live here. Everything in here is yours. Please have at it. I will share with you forever. But do not act like when it's time to fix something or replace something or repair something that it's now all of a sudden it's my house. I've had that problem. And I love living with my partner. I love it. I love getting up in the morning and making coffee and making breakfast on Sunday for the whole family and like setting the dinner table. I love all of that. I love that whole family, like Leave It to Beaver lifestyle.
Right.
But I'm also a partier. Come football season, I'm out. I'm at games. I'm out at tailgates. I'm fucked up. I'm drunk, stumbling around, being held up by my girlfriend. Like I have very different, aspects of how I live, and you have to be able to mold into that. I cannot sit in Netflix and chill every single day.
Right.
I can't do it. I want to go to strip clubs. I want to throw dollar bills at the hoe, shaking her ass in front of me on a stage.
Right.
Like that's my idea of a good time on a Saturday night. I don't want to sit home. But I do want to sit home. Like, I want to stay home Friday and then throw dollar bills at hoes on Saturday. Like, that's what I want to do. That is what I want to do.
Yeah, you just got to be, I think you got to just be super honest in your profiles. Just, yeah, don't, hey, my name is Tony.
And I feel like I don't really like
I feel like honestly, your profile should be like, yo, like, I like bitches. I like to throw dollar bills at hoes on Saturdays. I like Netflix on Fridays. Don't step in my kitchen. I'll bust you in your head with a frying pan. Don't go. And then I feel like, honestly, if you did that, you would get a whole different response of people.
I feel like I'm going to get a whole different type of people.
Right. Probably the ones you're looking for.
Yeah, probably. Maybe I'm trying to.
Let's try that.
We're going to try it. We're gonna go home tonight and we're going to alter.
Tony's going to go home tonight.
Edit and alter my profile and see if tomorrow morning I wake up to different.
And let's see how it happens. And we're going to revisit this.
We're going to revisit this.
Revisit this in a later
and
episode.
I am going to give Facebook dating a shot, I think.
Try it.
I think I'm going to get on it and see what happens.
See, like I said, I like Facebook dating more because it was a more close-knit matches.
Yeah.
Because you had to be friends with people. And then not only do you have to be friends with people, like it'll tell you like, oh, you have one friend in common.
You know what my concern would be though? You said it matches you with like pages that you've liked and like, so I work a lot in drug and alcohol recovery. So I follow a shit ton of those pages and I would be very
go in and change it. You can X it off. You can X them out.
I would be very concerned that it would consistently match me with people.
You know, when it says, what's your interest? Right, it'll automatically fill them in for you, and then you just go and X the ones and then pick new ones.
Okay. Oh yeah, we have to do that. Mm-hmm. We'd have to.
Yeah, no, you could definitely do that.
We should probably.
Yeah, I don't want you to.
Yeah. Not that I have anything against people in recovery, but I do have a rule: if you are in recovery, I would not date you unless you have like 5 years sober straight that you could prove. Because I've already been down this road twice.
No, that makes sense. You don't want. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I've been down this road
twice. Like I'm just tired of Narcanning people in my bathroom. Like I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I also want to be able to drink.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like to get my party on, like football Sundays. Like I'm kicking back. I got Corona.
Yeah, you have to have somebody who's on the same playing field as you.
Yeah, yeah. Because if
even,
not, I feel like I'm your
sometimes
mom.
Even if they're not on the same playing field, if I'm at the 50, at least be on the 40.
So yes,
be right behind me.
Can you get to where I am in a reasonable amount of time with a reasonable amount of effort? I'm not asking you to bring 100% to the table from the door.
And I think a lot of people, like you said, there's a lot of lying going on.
Right.
So, I don't know. You just got to filter through the bullshit. Like, you remember back in school when they took you on them little field trips and they gave everybody that little fucking tray and you shook it and, oh, here's a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, you got to sift through the bullshit.
Sifting through. We're sifting
I couldn't think of the
bullshit.
word. I was like, you know that little thing
through the bullshit.
that you
what is
shake?
That called?
The fucking shaky thingy. You get a rock at the end.
It's funny because it's like seeking Prince Charming in an app full of toads is like, I feel like I'm having to go around and like metaphorically kissing all these frogs.
Shit, yo, I'm trying to tell you, as men, we do it too.
I have so many friends that are men that are using the same apps and they're having the exact same issues. It's no different.
We get women who say, I want A, B, and C, right? I want A, B, and C. And then guess what? As a man, me, I bring A, B, and C. Or I might bring A and B and say, how can we get to C?
We're working on C, right?
And then they say, oh, no, babe, you got to get to C by yourself.
And then let me know.
And then let me know when you get there.
So that's not a partnership, though. That's not a partnership. That's saying I want you to bring a finished product to me. But when you do that, where do you go from there?
Where do you go from there?
Where do you go from there? I want to grow with somebody.
Because guess what? I'm also the type of person that if I work on C by myself,
I don't fucking
bitch, you're
need
not getting
you.
that. Right, you're not getting any of this.
I don't need you then. What did I need you for?
You're going to be mad as shit when I go out and buy myself stuff.
Right. What did I need you for?
Oh, can you give me this? Didn't you just get paid on Friday?
I also feel like there's a huge difference between wants and needs. I feel like I have a set of needs, like they're not negotiable needs.
No, those are needs.
Those are needs. Something
Once
that's
you can
not
negotiate
negotiable is a need.
Yeah.
A want is something I'm willing to work with you on. Like a want. I want to travel. I've traveled a couple places. My children love to travel. That is a want. It's not a necessity.
But it's nice to, it'd be
right
nice to
now,
have.
I wasn't done.
Right.
It's not a necessity right now. But I do want it to be set as an attainable goal within the next 5 years.
Right.
In the next 5 years, I want to go to at least 3 other countries.
Right. Your son will be 18.
That's an attainable goal, though.
You can leave him home by himself. If your daughter wants to go out and do stuff, she don't have to come home and watch him. You can leave the country.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that's
a want, not a need. Like traveling is not a need. It is a want. A need is I need you not to be a lying piece of shit.
Right.
Like I need you.
I need you not
to
the first time we talk to send me a
on
picture of your dick.
Yeah, I actually don't have that problem. You'd be really surprised. Everybody's like, oh my God, I bet you get dick pics all the time. I really don't. Tess does. She gets them a lot, like daily.
What is that?
So I think I come off very differently than she does.
Like I'm a dude, and I literally only ever sent my dick to people I was dating.
Well, that's what I mean. Like I would never send pictures like that.
And
of
I'm just
myself
not
to somebody that
randomly
wasn't
right. I'm just not
dating.
randomly like, yo,
Like,
look,
hey,
at
look at my pussy.
Look at my
Like,
penis. Like I'm not. That's not me.
I think honestly, I think it's men that have been
And even
gassed up by females.
and then you know what's crazy? Even then after we broke up, I'm like, delete my pictures.
Delete that shit, bitch.
Right.
Delete that shit.
Right. Because the
No,
internet's for fucking ever.
Yeah, I don't know why men do it. I think they think very highly of themselves. I hate to tell you, I ain't never seen a good dick pic. Not in my life. Not in my life have I ever been like, damn, that's a sexy ass. No, I've never said that. I'm usually like, what the fuck? What is that?
Is it just...
Why?
Look, this is another show topic.
But for why?
It's a whole nother show topic.
Like, and I want to unwrap my own presents. I don't want to
We're
know
bring this
ahead
back
of
up.
time.
Yeah, we're gonna have another show. We're gonna call it. I don't know what we're gonna call the other show, but we're gonna think of a name.
Yeah. So we can talk about dick pics.
And just crazy pics in general.
I've had people request that I like send them pictures with a spoon on my head because they don't believe that I am who I am, that like I stole my pictures from somewhere.
Oh, like a verification photo.
So like, it's a verification. No, but like send me a picture with your right hands in the air, and I'm like, I have a question. Why am I doing this? He's like, put a spoon on your head. I don't have a fucking spoon available. Like, I have to go find a spoon. I'm like, is this serious?
Right.
Like, it's that serious out there that you guys are getting fooled that much that I have to send you a picture with a spoon on my
Yo, trust me, I've met females offline that I thought was like your size.
Yeah.
And was my size.
That's so frequent, though.
Listen, you want to talk about, you think these photographers out here good? Give a fat bitch a camera.
I know. And I'm not good with my camera.
I'm not even lying to you.
I am not good with the camera at all.
I'd be like, yo, I didn't even know you had that chin. Like, where was it?
I had a guy tell me recently, a friend of mine, that he went to meet this girl on a date. He had been talking to her for like 3 weeks, and he literally walked the fuck past her in the restaurant. And she texted him like, dude, you just walked past me. And he was like, what? Because she was 50 pounds bigger than he thought she was.
Right.
And he was like, her face was fat. And her face was not fat in these pictures.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with big women. I don't.
I don't have a problem with meat on you as long as you're healthy.
I don't have a problem with skinny women. Just look like your fucking picture when I come to meet you. Right. That's all I'm asking. Then let me decide.
That was what we started with. The question was, what's your goal there? What is your goal? Do you think I'm going to be so in love with you via text that I'm just going to be like, it's fine that you got fat?
But I think maybe some people are on that aspect where they're getting kind of like that desperate feeling. So they start to fall in love with people through text messages. And
you ever watch that show Catfish? These people will have nothing but text communication with people for fucking years.
And then,
for like years. Years? You got 12 hours to Snapchat me a real picture of what you're doing right now or you're gone.
Right. Show me what's in front of you.
Right now.
Show me your reality.
Oh, you're playing with your dog? Let me see the dog.
Right.
Because I foster dogs. So, like, I always have a different dog. And they'll be like, oh, what kind of dog do you have right now? Like, I had black and white Dalmatian pit mixes last week. And I'm like, oh, they're pit mixes. And they're like, oh, let me see them. Send you a picture right away. I don't need to lie to you.
Right.
I don't need to lie to you. But I am thin. I am in shape. I'm attractive. I don't need to lie. I'm not that girl that needs to lie.
And I'm the type of nigga, I'm 6'4", 329 fucking pounds.
So is my brother.
I don't care what you think.
Yeah, my brother's the same way.
Like,
my brother is the same exact way.
My girl told me the other day, she was like, you know what I like about you? I was like, what? She was like, your confidence.
I'm telling you, that is like.
I was like, my confidence. She was
that's
like.
That's a point right off the top.
I was like my
right
confidence. She was like, yeah. She was like, you walk around with your shirt off like you got just all the muscles in the
Don't
fucking world. I was like.
Don't care.
I was like, first off, I'm not dying for nobody. It's hot.
Right. Right. Not being uncomfortable for these bitches.
Yeah, but goddamn what you think.
No, but you know what? You being confident and loving who you are is so important when finding a mate.
Right.
So important. And I have that issue a lot. I have guys constantly be like, I just think you're out of my league. And I'm like, you don't even fucking know me. You don't even know me.
Right.
How can you say I'm out of your league?
Yo, and I'm not going to lie to you. As I get older,
But that's not a compliment.
As my eyelashes always fall in my eye, yo. And it
That's
always
'cause
happens
they
at
like
the
this.
it always
A
happens
big
at
old
the
butterfly
same
eyelashes.
time. So, as I get older, the cuter women that I've run across are always have been the most down to earth, coolest fucking
we're
people
humble.
to hang out with.
I feel like we're way more humble. And as often as we get told, oh my God, you're so hot, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm fucking smart too.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just read The Art of War for the 6th time last
you know what?
night.
Looks are what draw people to people.
Absolutely.
The first time. Everybody's always like, it's not about looks. But if you didn't think they were
But
attractive.
it is to an extent, yeah.
But if you didn't think they were attractive, you would never went over and talked to them.
So here's how I look at that sliding scale. And again, we're going to use my son as my example because he said, well, I feel like you would date somebody that was closer to a 6 if they made 6 figures. Where you're looking more for an 8 to 9 who's on like a $50,000 a year income.
Well, it's almost like the same male scale.
It's like you're trading.
She can't be super hot.
Right. And have all these other things.
And not be crazy.
Right.
Because if it is,
That's
she's
very
a fucking
true.
unicorn.
That's very true. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
And on top of that, I always put a level of crazy on sexiness. How cute are you?
I hate to tell you, but crazy girls are better in bed.
How cute are you? And how crazy are you? And they have to balance each other out.
Yeah, but that's
You
what
know
I
what I'm
mean.
saying?
Because
So
you know that bitch is a freak. You know that. You know she's crazy and she's going to slatch your fucking tires.
Right.
She's going to bash the window out your Suburban because she thought you might possibly have texted another bitch.
Listen, I had a
She's probably a
girlfriend.
freak.
I had a girlfriend that she did me wrong. Completely wrong. She did me wrong.
She did you just dirty.
Right.
Just dirty, huh?
I had to call my boy. Like, nigga, am I tripping? Like, 'cause I'm thinking about going back. Right?
You were like, this bitch did this thing with the bottom part of the hand
like-
and then the top part, she twisted, right?
He was like, nigga, do not go back. And I was like, bruh.
You went back at least once.
Twice.
Didn't you? See, don't even fucking lie. I knew you did.
Twice.
I know you did. I know you did.
But after the last time, I couldn't do it no more.
Well, but you went back you were like, I just gotta know. I gotta do it again. We attract crazy. Crazy keeps us.
Crazy loves me.
But crazy keeps that chaos, though. It reminds us that mundane bullshit we do Monday through Friday, all day long, 9 to 5, is not all we have.
Right.
I love chaos in certain amounts.
It has to be controlled chaos.
Yeah, I like chaos. Like
I have to be able to reel the chaos back in. Like if I open Pandora's box, I
gotta be able to pull it,
pull
smush
it
it back in.
right.
Yeah. Like Monday mornings come and we gotta put
Let's
it
reel
back in and be grown ups
right.
again. Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think there's definitely a certain level of chaos that's healthy.
It is.
I think it's healthy. My ex-husband will tell you, like, I used to bust his head open, like, on a daily. Like, it didn't even matter what he did. Like, I just fucked this dude up because I just could. And he's, like, 6'4", like 200 pounds. Like, it's twice my size. And I would legit throw shit at this dude from across the room. Like, it was nothing. Like, I was a grown-ass man. I would fuck this dude up. I don't do that shit no more, by the way. I have grown and matured, and I don't throw things at people any longer. But
yeah, so you the bitch. I wouldn't hit you.
But I fucked him up.
But I would shake
regular.
the shit out of you.
But you know what? Ask him today, what did you love about Tony? He'll be like, that bitch was fucking nuts. I loved that I loved that she had no fear of me. I loved that. And of course, we would have batshit crazy fucking sex afterwards.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that you got to be like afraid of somebody. But
he was never afraid of
listen
me.
to me. Listen. Let me.
He knew it was coming.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
He could hear that
You
through the air.
You bust me in the head with something. I'm going to put you into a fucking seizure. I'm not going to hit you.
Gonna shake the fucking shit out of you.
Shake the shit out of you.
Shake the shit out of you.
Like,
I tell my son that all the time. Don't hit her, but shake the shit out of her.
Shake the shit out of him.
Shake the shit out of her. I
Toss
say
him
it all
on the
the
bed.
time. And that turns into what? That turns into that fuck you, I hate you, you crazy bitch sex though.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that you need like twice a month. Like twice a month, you need that.
I don't see. That's too much chaos in my life for me.
No, see, I need that much. I need that much. That is the level.
You guys heard
of
it first.
chaos.
Tony needs like seven on the chaos scale.
Right. I need like 28 days of my month to be like very
That's too much for me.
normal.
Even in 2 days.
And I need 2 days of like complete fuckery to like throw me off balance.
Well, let's get our goal right now on the bop
Can I put that in my profile? 28 days of normalcy and then 2 days complete chaos?
is to get Tony 2 days of chaos sex.
I need 2 days of chaos sex so I stop sleeping with my ex.
2 days.
Seriously. Do you know what it's
Yeah,
like to
that's
have
not-
sex for 4 months and then be like, I have to fuck you in my car because I sent you back to your mom's house and I can't fuck you in your mom's house. It's very strange. I'm not even ashamed of it, though.
I mean, you know they make hotels, right?
I mean, it was just kind of like, I'm just trying to get a note off so I can drop you off so I can go home.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, not trying to like just fuck random strangers. It's just not really, I'm not about that life.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
There's too much shit going around right now.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So like the same dick that I was just with was like, I'm just going to go.
Like
I also know he hasn't
move.
slept with anybody else. So I'm like, I think that's like my safety net, but I want to come out of that safety net and like find a regular person to like have regular normal sex with. That'd be great. Just like the same person.
All right. So recap of the show. Tony has a shitty Tinder profile. She likes 2 days of chaotic sex. She will probably throw something at you. Do not go in her kitchen
but
or
she
her
will
laundry
also
room.
cook, clean, and take care of everything in the house for you.
I mean, y'all decide if this is a fair trade-off or not.
I don't know. I don't think it is,
does
honestly.
does
now
really
that I've heard
outright?
it out loud to myself, I
It's a
think
little-
I probably need to like.
It's a little lopsided.
I think I need to change the scale a little bit.
All right. Well,
At least you found somebody.
she found me. Let's get it right.
Look, y'all found each other, and now I'm going to try the same avenue. If me sliding in this dude's Facebook DM today does not work out, if I don't have a date with this guy by this weekend coming up, then I'll try Facebook dating. Or maybe I'll try Facebook dating anyway, just to double up on my possibilities.
Word. And after the show, we'll figure out when Tony's coming back so we can
Talk about.
come back up.
We can ask you guys, what do you want to talk about?
Shit.
What do you guys want to talk about? We love controversial stuff. This wasn't overly controversial. This was more informative.
No, this was more.
This was more informative for those of us that are stuck
This was
in
a fun podcast.
Yeah, for those of us stuck in the dating world.
The next one, though, we're going to fucking pull out all the stops. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to think of something, though, yo.
I'm sure it would be. We got to get Tessa in here with us.
Yeah.
Because we argue about everything.
And if anybody else wants to come on, man, y'all know where to hit me up at on Facebook.com/AKA the Bop.
And I think did you put my Instagram on there?
It is.
So my Instagram's on here somewhere, so you guys can go in there and follow me, and I'll add the links in for the shows for you guys.
Boom. And y'all know where to find me at, man, AKA the Bop, right
somewhere over there.
It's always weird when you do it on screen.
You're like it's backwards. And you're like, I don't know where this shit is. We just start pointing at things, and bubbles will stop popping up.
Facts. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that.
You're going to do that. The thought bubbles.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got one more screenshot that we want to show y'all because these for y'all fat women out there.
Oh, yes. Yes. This is the most factual meme I have saved in my phone.
Yes. This is the God-given truth. That is the God-given truth.
On both ends.
If she only has pictures like this.
If every picture is from here and her titties are out.
Or it's something like you know, if it's at a crazy, if she don't take them.
If it isn't way out here, okay, our arms are plenty long enough for this.
Or you know,
or in the mirror.
Candid, damn, that's the one I was going with. The candid
in the mirror,
yep.
Which I don't take because I just don't think it looks good, but in the mirror. But I use pictures other people took of me that are full shots of me, right? So if she says, "Oh, I don't have any pictures," bitch, your friends have taken 100 pictures of you. Go steal a shit off her page.
Or you just so big that they ran out of memory on that
or they
one
just
picture.
There was no space on the screen. Stop it. Stop with the filters. Stop. Can we talk about stop with the fucking dog faces?
So hold on.
Can we not do that anymore? We're not 12.
Let's stop with the fucking filters, period.
Like the filters in general. I get the like lighting filters.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Or just get a photographer. But can we stop with like these eyelashes and like your face looking like it's glowing? Like nobody fucking looks like that. Nobody. If you look blurry, left. Like blurry, immediately left. Fellas, stop right swiping on these girls who look good from far away. You know what we call that? A full-on Monet, meaning it looked really fucking good from over here, and when you got closer, you noticed it was blurred.
I call them 50-yard fake-outs.
It's a blur. It's a blur.
Yeah, they look good from 50 yards away.
Total blur. You know what, better yet? Just start having these bitches take their makeup off at like 9 o'clock at night and send you a Snapchat.
I swear to God, yo, if I wasn't dating my girl right now, I would literally take buckets of water with me on dates.
And just
I gotta see.
Bring baby
Splash.
wipes. Just wipe that shit off. No, our
gotta.
makeup's waterproof, baby. You gotta scrub it. But
oh, trust me.
If she got good makeup, it's waterproof.
I'm pretty sure that I got some fucking alcoholic wipes or something.
Yeah,
in my crib.
just wipe it off. Just you know what? Just lick your finger and rub it across her eyebrow. Because
if we wake up in the morning, like if I go to bed with Tony and wake up with fucking Tess,
right?
Who the bitch?
You're like,
get the fuck out of my.
No. Actually, if you come to my house tonight, you could go to bed with me and wake up with Tess, ironically. But
no, babe, it's me. No,
yeah,
who the fuck is me?
You're not.
Yeah, who the fuck is me?
No.
Stop that shit.
Stop it. Stop. Ladies, please. Please stop. Because you're ruining it for those of us who do actually look decent.
Right.
You're ruining it for us because these guys don't even want to go out with us. Because they're like, you probably look just like the last bitch I went out with who's 180 pounds.
Or got the makeup that kind of protrudes off the face a little bit because it's so
like,
goddamn
it's
thick.
Caked on and contoured. Like, did you know we can shapeshift? We can shapeshift with makeup. Did you know that? Like, we can make it look like we have cheekbones and noses we don't have. I don't do any of that shit. Yeah. Like, I literally do the same makeup every day. That's what I look like all day, every day.
I'm not a big. I'm a fan of the natural look. I'm not.
I love makeup. I love makeup. I think makeup's beautiful to accentuate what you have. To
accentuate,
I think
not
it's gorgeous.
Make you a whole new person.
Yeah, well, that's YouTube's fault.
And that's a whole new online.
It is a whole new thing. We're gonna just keep going because there's just this is one of those like branch off type of things. We're gonna be like, let me also tell you, bitch.
So you know what's gonna happen after the show? We're gonna sit down and come up with the next show.
Yes, we sure are.
Y'all know where to find me at, man. It's your boy Black. It's the Black Opinionated Podcast, aka the Bop. I appreciate Tony coming through tonight, man. First time on the show. Yeah, we had a great time, man. Make sure y'all follow both of us. She's at Not Your Average Babe, and I'm aka the Bop. Or you can follow me on my personal Instagram at Black with the Cannon.
Yeah, that all sounded really good.
Thanks.
That was the fastest shit I've ever heard.
I've been doing this for a long time. All right, man. Y'all be safe out there. Everybody have a good night. Peace.
Good night, guys.